Let us stare upon his baby skin and chest hair, which can be accurately summed up as not yet a man, but not still a boy. There's not much of a metaphor here. This one is just pretty clear cut. Make him a dirt person.
And you see, this is, there's a lot deep truth behind this, behind the dirt person, because the human, the meaning of the human comes from humus, which literally means moist, but it means the moist earth, as in the Edom, the Edomites, literally meaning red earth, because the human comes from the dirt, especially in biblical theology, as being brought forth from the dirt, which comes from the much older, much more ancient Egyptian creation story of the creator gods molding the human being out of clay. The god, as well as the Greek mythology, shared the same creation story as well. The gods molded the human out of clay. And it's funny, Zoolander, Will Ferrell also stars in Zoolander, where Zoolander makes an allusion to this as well, where model comes from a misshapen ball of clay. So the dirt person, we are the dirt people. We are the people of the earth. We come from the minerals, the elements, the chemical elements of the earth itself. You are the dirt person. You are you are the humus, which is where we get the root word of humorous and human, coming from humus, the moist earth. The Edom, the Edomites, the red earth, from Proto-Indo-European Dehoman, literally earthly or earthly being, as opposed to the gods, from the Indo-European root Dehem, meaning earth. And compare Hebrew Adam, which is man, from Adama, which is ground. In other words, the Adamu in Sumerian was created from the earth, created from the soil, from the ground, which is where we get the biblical creation story from, is from the earlier Sumerian and Akkadian Babylonian Enuma Elish of the creation story. And this is the same root of Proto-Indo-European, again, of humus, which is Latin for earth, soil. And so to understand any esoteric nature of etymology, we have to understand what the language, where the words arise from, what the words are meant to describe, the thought and the qualities and the properties that they are meant to describe, to describe. In other words, to take from the writing, such as humor coming from fluid or juice of an animal or plant. In other words, liquid, dampness, medical humor. And this is because, related to humir, to be wet, moist. Again, humor, bodily fluid. To become wet, linked with humid. And how is humor, what does humor have to do with becoming wet or humid? Well, because when you laugh your ass off, you laugh so hard that the fluid or the juice makes moist or becomes wet. You wet yourself. The humor is so funny that you moisten yourself. You become wet. You become humid by the bodily juices, the bodily fluids. And yet again, these etymologies are rooted in essence, in the very essence, the quintessence, in the elemental or alchemical nature of old medieval and ancient alchemy. Because again, the humor in ancient alchemy was referred to as one of the four bodily fluids of the human body in old medical and medieval medical anatomy, such as the blood, phlegm, choler or cholesterol, and melancholy or black bile, whose properties were thought to determine the physical condition and the state of one's mind, leading to a sense of mood or a temporary state of mind, with the sense of the amusing quality, the funniness, jocular turn of mind. So in other words, these bodily fluids are associated with the state of the condition of the human mind or the human body. In other words, the human, the wetness, the moist earth, the elemental nature of the earth, and the divisions of the four qualities of what this word means, of the bodily fluids of the human nature. So this is why I love this work that I do so much, because I understand what everything actually, what it means. I understand the thought process that goes into constructing and deconstructing the language that we are using to communicate.
Aloha, I'm making this video about the hue of man, thus the word human, and I've had a lot of people write into me saying, you know, Truthiracy, you're full of shit, you know, why are you lying to people about this word? It doesn't come from hue, it doesn't mean hue at all. Human actually comes from the word homo, which means earth. The word human indeed does mean the hue of man. You see, you're stuck on one level. You need to rise to another multi-dimensional level to understand the truth of wisdom and knowledge. So the etymology of the word human is the homo, which is the hominis. It is the humus, or the earth. So we are talking about the dirt, the soil, the mud, or the dust. So the word human is the earth person, or the man made of the earth.
There's not much of a metaphor here. This one is just pretty clear cut. Make him a dirt person.
Thus, the human is the same thing as soil, dust, or the dirt, or the mud. So this is why a human is known as an earthling. And of course, the Bible has the story of man, or humans, being created from the dust, the dirt, the soil, or the earth of the ground. And so the Elohim created Adam, which comes from the Hebrew word Edom, which means red. So an Edomite is one that is red. Thus Adam is Edom, the red one. And the name comes from the soil, the dirt, or the earth that actually comes from the Fertile Crescent in the Levant. So when you do some research and you actually look at the pictures from the Levant area, you'll notice that the soil actually is red. It has a reddish brown tint to it. So man, or the human, is the earthling made from the earth. Thus even a black man is actually an Edomite. They are Adam, or Edom. They are the red one. So if you take a careful look, you'll notice that they're actually not black. Colored people are of color. They are of a variance of colors, of reds and blacks and browns and tans. They have different variant shades or hues. And they fall into the Edom, or the red scale of the color hues. So don't pay attention to people, you know, like the fake Hebrew Israelites claiming that the white man is the red devil. Okay, they're the Edomites. When indeed, and when in fact, the truth is that all the humans are the Edomites. We come from the earth, or the red earth. In fact, the hot, sunny deserts of the world, you'll always notice that the sand is a tannish, reddish color. Now here in Hawaii, the soil is red. We call it red dirt, and it's everywhere in Hawaii. Thus, the volcano activity here in the islands, and thus the fertile crescent of the Levant and all of the ancient volcanoes like Mount Sinai. So the red soil can indicate a high level of iron-rich based elements. And of course the red iron has the symbol of the red planet Mars, which of course is also the red bloody god of war. So this vast variance is exactly what humans are, from black to white, and all of the colors and shades and hues that we find in between. So the humans are all of the various shades of colors, from the reds and browns and blacks and the whites. And of course our skins are very thin. They are the only thing that actually holds the different colors. Inside we're all the same, from black to white. And that's exactly why within our own species we can mate from the far ranges of the blacks to the whites. It doesn't matter. Everyone is the same. We all fall on the color scale from one spectrum or the other, and thus the hues of man is the same as the hues of the earth. Thus we are earthlings, or the hues or the same colors that come from earth, from the white to the black. So just as there is a wide variety of soil colors and types across the world, so there is a wide variety of colors and types of humans across the world. In fact, this is how we identify and describe people. Like if you're describing to an officer, a criminal, what would you say? You're going to say his race, his color, okay, his size, etc. But we always identify people with their color, like he was a red man, like a red Indian, or he is a white man, or he's a black man. We're always describing the color essence of humanity. So actually it bothers me when we call a black person, a dark person, a colored person, because the truth is we are all of color. We are all different tones and shades and hues of the color wheel. So we are all people of colors or different hues from our skin. Thus, the color people of the earth. In fact, when you look up the etymology for the word color, the first word you read is skin color, because it has to do with the variance in the color of the body, the chroma. And we find the word chroma in the very essence of the word chromosome, which is basically all of the DNA structure of all of mankind. Therefore, the chromosome is a chroma, meaning the color, and the some is actually the body, thus the body of color. So Adam is Adam. He is the red one. He is the man of color, which comes from the hues of the color tones of the earth. Thus, mankind is the humans, or the hue of man. We are the earthlings. So it's pretty much the same in the animal kingdom as well. We are animals of color, of variance from one degree to another. Thus the black and the white, the browns and the tans, and all of the various shades and hues that we find in between. So don't be a racist fool, because the skin color has absolutely nothing to do with anything. It's merely just a color of the rainbow, but we're all part of that rainbow. So ask yourself, what's really better, a black dog or a white dog, or a white mouse or a black mouse, or a black bear or a white bear? It doesn't matter. We're all the same, regardless of our skin color, because we are the colored people. We are the humans. We are the hue of man. So end the ignorance and end the racism, because mankind belongs to one race only, the human race.
Pick up that dirt and throw the dirt upon his face. We will now guide the host with our voices. Repeat after me. You are nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing. That one step remains. The mirror of truth.
It's the only way I can do a show that will reach billions.
And now I'm going to kiss myself.
And now I'm going to kiss myself.
Deeply and passionately. Deeply and passionately. Spin around 3 times, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
everyone. My name is Cullen Smith. I'm a published author. Today I would like to introduce you all to my brand new published book, The Hive Mind Invasion of Civilization, a compendium of esoteric science, symbolism, and universal secrets. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up. It's still very bare bones. There's a lot of work I need to do on the site, but for now it's got the basic things that I need on there until I upload all of my content. You can sign up for the newsletter to receive email updates on all of my posts as I begin to populate the site with all of my archives of articles, books, videos, and films and courses and all of that good stuff. So you'll get notifications as I begin to populate the website with all of my content on it. So that's a good reason to sign up right now, even though there's no content on it yet. But you can pick up my books there. I've got my Hive Mind book. I've also got a couple other titles that I've released for, which are just study aids. They are journals such as Divine Manifestations, a dream journal to log your dream and awakening experiences and to highlight any insights or intuitions that may come to you along your process of growth and exploration of all of this content. I've got a food journal to log your nutritional progress and to log your health and fitness progress as well. And I've got a 50 Days of Gratitude journal as well, and I will be releasing several more titles as well to help expand and explore your own creativity and things of that nature. So these make great gifts for any friends, beloved family, any loved ones. So these are great gifts that you can pick up and also support Lifting the Veil and the work that I do in the process. So feel free and head on over to my brand new website, liftingtheveil.tv. And I will see all of you there. All right, have a great day. Thank you. My name is Cullen Smith. This is Lifting the Veil. You can find all of my full books, presentations, videos, films, articles, posts at subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. Patreon has suspended this work and my account and income stream for this content. So if you are a supporting patron, then please, I ask you to move your support over to subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. And I have just established a completely free, uncensored, totally free speech social media platform that replaces Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, every other platform all in one on liftingtheveil.locals.com. You can download the Locals app and you can join our group and have totally free speech and totally uncensored, unrestricted content access. And there is also a ton of exclusive content, and I will leave the cited reference links in the description down below. So you can check that out for all of my full content, and I will see you guys in the next video. I rely solely on word of mouth, and the recommended algorithms are not recommending any of my videos or films anymore. My channel has literally been completely restricted, so I rely on your help by sharing my work around if you appreciate it, and leave me your comments. I definitely want to know what you have to share and what you have to think about all of this stuff, and I will see you in the next video.